Well, Honda is recalling about 300,000 vehicles, starting with the 2022 through 2025 Acura Type S MDX, also the 2023 through 2025 Honda Pilot, and the 2021 through 2025 Acura TLX Type S. Tesla was also in the news. Tesla says their quarter 4 net income fell 71% to $2.3 billion, and their gross margins are sliding. And the last thing I want to talk about is Nissan. Nissan to cut output from their factories and jobs at U.S. factories in a challenging market. Now, the good news is this isn't some engine-bearing, rod-bearing problem. It's not a mechanical problem, so that's good news for Honda Acura owners, but it is a safety issue. So if you do have this problem, it sounds similar to the Tundra problem that I've seen, where if you smash the accelerator really fast, I'm guessing it could stall or hesitate. So it could cause a problem in traffic or something, could cause you to get into an accident. Straight from the horse's mouth, it says improper programming of the fuel injection electronic control unit could cause the check engine light to illuminate and cause the engine to lose drive power, hesitate, or stall. I did find something interesting with this though. You know, all the telematics data that they track with these new cars, so they're always constantly pulling in data from your car, whether you like it or not. American Honda self-diagnosed this issue by monitoring telematics information and determined the need to perform the software update of the supplier part. Another interesting twist to this recall from Honda. On Automotive News, they posted the same story, and they said that Denso International America is the supplier of the faulty components. So, as a lot of you know, Denso is basically Toyota. Denso supplies all the OEM factory parts for most of the Toyotas are built with Denso parts, whether it's window regulators or whatever. So it'll be interesting to see if this ends up affecting Toyota. And back to Tesla sliding 71% in Q4. This news came out yesterday, and as you can expect, there was this huge market reaction, and then all of a sudden, the stock's back up to $403 a share today. And Tesla kind of falling sharply, but only in Q4. It kind of makes you wonder if it's a political thing going on here, because, you know, I think it's well known that probably more Democrats buy EVs than Republicans. Just a hunch, given my comments and things I see online. It's not too far of a stretch. And when you look at this graph, it says Tesla's favorability kind of goes up with conservatives, but look at the dates, you know, kind of August, you know, we're getting into that August, September timeframe where it starts to swing back, and liberals and Democrats see him aligning with Trump. And really what would affect Tesla sales in Q4 would be kind of anything after August, most likely. And then it gets to be like mainstream thought. And when you look at this from October 5th, that's when Musk first appeared he appeared at a Trump rally for the first time since endorsing Trump, you know, and in August, he was kind of saying, I'm willing to serve. So that sort of aligns with this. I wonder how much that has to do with kind of the dip in Tesla sales, if it'll affect them at all. I think Republicans are going to buy Teslas as well, but it was heavily favored kind of towards Democrats for the EV purchases. And when you look at the map, yeah, I'm going to say that could have had something to do with Tesla kind of sliding a little bit. Of course, this is global sales too that they're talking about. So part of that's China. BYD is cutting into their sales in China. So we'll see if the new Model Y, you know, really takes off and kind of helps Tesla. I actually think the design of the Y, the changes that they made, they improved the suspension, the ride quality, the look of it. I think it's going to sell really well. It was the number one vehicle sold, I believe, last year or the year before. So I think they're going to continue to sell the crap out of the Model Y. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. And the last thing I want to talk about is Nissan. Nissan to cut output from their factories and jobs at U.S. factories in a challenging market. It says Nissan will reduce production at 3 of its U.S. factories and offset slumping sales for 2 high-volume models. It goes on to say in April, Nissan will ditch the second shift on assembly lines, building the Rogue and the Altima. So they are reducing their output by 63,000 cars, but it brings up the question, and I think we're going to see this from manufacturers a lot. I don't think we're going to see much lower prices at the low-end trims. I think they're just going to cut production and cut jobs. So this market crash that we're all hoping for, I think it's already approaching the bottom in the lower trims. I think where people get frustrated is the mid and upper tier trims that they actually want to buy are still way higher price than the low trims. So I think that's where the gap's still going to come down. And maybe manufacturers will just stop making such high-priced trims eventually if they don't sell. But as long as things sell, this is how they're going to manage the prices. They're going to make record profits on vehicles. They'll produce fewer vehicles when they're not selling. That's probably the game. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching.